I just got legit retro legends at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern on Papa Brad's Gaming this Friday at the Metronome. There you go.
Get ready, gamers! Retro Legends is here, your ultimate destination for high-score battles, pinball wizardry, and classic arcade showdowns. Every week, we bring you the best in virtual pinball and classic arcade gaming, where you can compete for glory on live online leaderboards through iScored. You think you got what it takes? Step up and prove it. Because every Friday night we're throwing down with 2 legendary pinball tables in an all-time classic arcade game. And the best part, every giveaway and prize on this show will go straight to you, the gamers who are putting up and keeping the competition fierce. Because Retro Legends isn't just a show, it's a community, a place for arcade warriors to show up, compete, and keep that high score spirit alive. That's right, Friday night just got legit. And remember, choice in home arcade shows is good for everybody. More competition, more fun, more ways to level up your game. So hit that subscribe button, join the leaderboard, and let's make history, one high score at a time. This is Retro Legends. Hello, and welcome to Retro Legends. This is Papa Brad. What's happening? Welcome to the show. I'm going to bring on my first guest, ChalataLove. What's happening, my brother?
Hey, Papa Brad. How you doing, big man?
Man, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. And a lot of people don't know who ChalataLove is, but ChalataLove and me, we faced off in the Battle of the Streamers, a pinball tournament, and he gave me an education on pinball. He is a full-on bona fide pinball wizard. I'm going to show a couple scores. Check this out, ChalataLove. Fishtails. Look at your name on there. Number 4 in Fishtails. The Zen tables are the most competitive tables on AtGames. And this is one of the leaderboards. Look, I am on the back glass still. Can you believe that?
Yeah, you are.
Let's take a look. I just gotta give you a little street cred here. Black Rose. Where you at on this one?
I'm down there in 7th.
On the back glass though. On the back glass is hard on these pinball tables. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, I just kind of upped that one there. I kind of moved up just a little tiny bit on that one.
Place. What's your score in Creature from the Black Lagoon, by the way?
It's like 8.7 billion, brother.
Mad respect. Mad respect. This is what a gamer looks like. Okay. Twilight Zone.
Oh man, I'm down there in 9th already. Back. I was up there a little bit, but I've kind of dropped a little bit. But 3 billion is respectable. That's a fun table.
That's a good score. That's a good score. I would like to, maybe not right now or possibly now. Go subscribe to ChalataLove. Let's see if we can get him. Let's see if we can double the amount of subscribers he has. He's brand new to YouTube, but I'm going to bring in some friends who are not brand new to YouTube. First friend I'm going to bring in is Brooklyn Menace. What's happening, my brother?
Brad.
Man,
happy Friday.
Feels
I
like
haven't been able to say that to you for a
while.
Good
old days. Feels like the good old days. And it's good to have Brooklyn on. I have another great guest, the legend BiggggyD. What's up, man?
What's up? How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Man, it's going great. It's going great. It's going great. It's good to have you guys on. And we're going to start off with just some quick AtGames news. Okay, you all ready for the AtGames news? It's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. We're just going to jump right into it. First off, I think one of the biggest things for us, that players that are putting up a lot of scores, is that IFPA is ranking all of the AtGames players. And right now, if you play in the Flipper Friends tournaments, you're going to be officially ranked as a pinball player for AtGames. And can you believe it? I'm on the top 10. I'm in 9th.
Congrats.
I'm in 9th, and a lot of these players, like, you're going to be moving up, I'm sure. So that's one piece of AtGames news. Did y'all hear about the new tables that are coming out?
Oh yeah,
I did. Williams.
We got the Williams tables coming. Very exciting. Very exciting. I'm going to show a few things for that real quick. I've got
These
some
are all really good tables, solid tables. I have all these on my Arcade 1-Up pinball.
Okay, yeah, and we're getting Medieval Menace, which is probably one of the best pinballs ever made. Yes. So everyone loves Medieval Menace. So that's really exciting. Here was off of their Facebook announcing Medieval Menace. We're getting Medieval Menace, The Getaway, High Speed 2, and we're getting Junkyard. So we're getting 3 great Williams tables. And we're going to take a quick look at those, some footage of the Williams tables. Y'all ready to see some footage of the Williams tables?
Let's see it.
Yeah, here we go. I'm going to try to do this way, and let's see if this works. First up, we have Medieval Menace.
This is a great table on the Arcade 1-Up.
Yeah, it's so good.
That castle in the background, it's great. It has that bridge that comes up and down.
You got the trolls that pop out of the floor. And this is one of those all-time classics. What do you think of this one, ChalataLove? You're an avid pinball fan.
This is one of my all-time favorites. I remember going and playing this one in the arcade when I was younger. It's a blast.
This is great to play in person. Like if you can find one at the arcade.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, this is great too.
This is the one that has the gear shifter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
That engine at the top, it's really loud.
It gets that ball moving really fast. It gets that ball moving super like.
Yeah, that looks great when it's going around the track like that.
Yeah,
it's on fire.
Speeds up and it goes really, really fast.
I dig the music to that one too.
In the Junkyard, the crane in the middle, it looks really good. Even on the Arcade 1-Up, it looks realistic. So it'll be interesting to see it on the 4K.
Yeah, I'm real excited about this one. Gotta outrun the dog and do all kinds of stuff on this.
This is a fun one too. A good score chasing table.
Yeah, these are 3 like rock solid tables.
Absolutely.
And I think the thing too is once you play these on a cabinet, it's a whole different experience. I can't wait to play Junkyard natively on the AtGames. I mean, I've played it on the OTG, but to play it natively is going to be fantastic. We got some new people that popped in the chat. We got the man, the myth, the legend. I got to give him some props. Let's go back to this real quick. Where was it at? This is our AtGames news section. Let's go right back to this right now. #1 player officially from the International Flipper Pinball Association is in the chat right now. Of course, I'm talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Mad Ben Hand. Good to see you, Mad Ben Hand. Mad Ben is an absolute wizard. He's the top of the tops, Him and Tomato Grass are always 1 and 2. So very exciting. We got, I'm just going to say hello to some people in the chat, and then we're going to finish that game news real quick. The big news is, of course, Williams tables are fantastic. We all want these tables. These are great. It's going to be a lot of fun to play those. We got Mark's Mental Arcade is here. BiggggyD is a legend. BiggggyD, you're a legend.
Appreciate it. I can't believe I'm a legend, but I appreciate it.
BiggggyD's a legend.
Hey, nice T-shirt, by the way.
I know. I'm supporting everyone. I got Brooklyn Menace's hat. I got your T-shirt. So let's see. We got, that was the footage from the 4KP. Okay. Arcade Talk is here from Arcade Talk Show. Said, I guess I was right on what new tables were coming. Yes. We knew pretty much when they said it was a 3-pack, it was either going to be that Williams pack or the Star Wars. It was a 50-50. I guess Star Wars, he guessed Williams. So, T. McCloskey, you were right, I have to admit.
Brad, with all those player ratings
Mm-hmm.
that they're doing now, so does that mean that there could potentially in the future be an in-person virtual pinball tournament?
There will be in-person virtual pinball tournaments through AtGames. And the thing that's great about AtGames, I don't know, Chalata, maybe you can talk about this too, but everyone is on a level playing field. You see, when you're playing on the PC, it really depends on how good of a PC you have. I mean, if you have a really great PC, you're going to have a better experience than someone with an average PC. So I like that with the AtGames, if you're talking about true competition, it's great because everyone has the exact same
Equipment.
experience and equipment. There's no way to cheat or handicap or to have a more expensive video card, or there's no real hacks that you can do because it's a closed system. So I think that's really exciting, and I think it's really great. And I also heard for years, me and T. McCloskey were telling them, look, you got to expand the leaderboards. This 50 players is not going to cut it. I mean, when we were running the Arcade Talk tournaments every week, sometimes we were getting close to 100 players. And with these Zen tables, they're sending like so many people away, and they're going to expand the leaderboards too, where, we're talking about increasing the number from maybe 50 to 100. I don't know the exact, but I know that there's a lot of changes coming to the leaderboard system for AtGames, and that's real exciting news. What do y'all think about that? What do you think? I'm going to let ChalataLove go first. What do you think?
I'm super stoked, man. I'm glad they're doing something. They're going to expand the leaderboards. I think it's great. It's going to bring more people to the community. More people are going to get excited about getting on the list. Of all the people in the world, I made that 100 list, and I think it's great. I think it's great for the community. I think it's great for the games.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what I love about it? There's no hiding. You can't hide in the background. Like with the AtGames, right away who are the real players, who are the people that are playing this machine, because they all show up on the lead. You can't play and not get on the leaderboards. If you play,
you're gonna have to do more than 100 for me to get on there, Brad.
Yeah,
I'm saying I'm voting for 500 so I can at least make.
We need to get it to 500 for Brooklyn Menace for 500. Yeah. You still have the HD. You still have the HD, right, Brooklyn?
Yes. Now, do they mix and match scores off of?
Yes.
Both?
Yes. It's all AtGames. Everything AtGames. So you can play on either one and get on the leaderboards. Matter of fact, you'll see some of them. It will say by it whether it's 4K or HD, depending on how much they play.
Yeah.
So we got another great pinball player here, another legend from AtGames Pinball. We know this name too. If you're AtGames Pinball player, everyone knows Skull Joe. Skull Joe's in the house. So glad the IFPA picked up AtGames ecosystem, and this is a big deal to us people that play a lot. BiggggyD, the people that are playing a lot, this is a big deal to us because this means that we're going to get ranked, and that's important if you're playing competitively, right?
You never know, Brad. You stay on that top 10. If they do host a legitimate tournament, you might get flown out.
So I don't know
wherever
about
they
that.
hold it.
I won't hold my breath. Come on,
that would be awesome. If they took the top 10 in the world, brought them out, and had some badass just showdown.
That'd be fun.
Yes. Elvira is a great table. That's one I want. That's on my short list.
You gotta be honest though, ChalataLove. Like you showed your score. I'm sure when you got when you were high up in the score, you were like, man, no one's going to beat me. Then all of a sudden you look and you got a guy with 11 billion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what used to happen to me. I went in and put in the setting where the top scores would pop up on the screen. And I would think I had this awesome game and then glance up at it. And I'm like, yeah, it's never going to happen. There are people out there. It's ridiculous. But sometimes you just wonder, how the hell did anybody get that high of a score? Because I know what I did just to even get to this point. How could someone get that high? So that's why it would be awesome just to see the best of the best right there in person, because there's no shenanigans.
That's right. And one of the great things is right now you can't see the best of the best because the Battle of the Streamers season 2 is live right now, and those are some of the best players on AtGames all playing against each other. So
speaking of that, I just heard that I think I just got a message that that House is still going at 2 billion on his game right now. So
man, he is
he's doing good.
He is a beast. He is a beast. I mean,
Yes, he is.
that was, for us pinball fans of AtGames Pinball, to see House of Hounds dethrone Tomato Grass was like one of those wild world of sports moments. It's like he was definitely an underdog. And it was incredible. It was an incredible season. And
Yes.
shout out to Tomato Grass. He organizes the whole thing.
Yeah, and watching him play, it's completely different. Like when I play pinball, the ball never stops rolling. He actually will stop it, hold it on the
it's
flipper.
Beautiful.
It's like everything is calculated and timed, and he knows what he's going for. He knows how to get the points.
Yeah, just extremely accurate shots. I mean, he's
accurate
great.
shots. And when you watch the multi-ball, like when I get the multi-ball, pretty much the whole time I'm freaking out. I'm just so glad that I have the multi-ball going. But he's like, I'm going to hold 2 balls on this flipper, then I'm going to move one over here. It's like there's so much more strategy.
Yeah. I move all mine
like a whole different
in
level,
between the flippers. As soon as I get multi-ball, I always lose them all immediately.
Yeah,
it's a brain freeze.
Awesome.
So it was cool watching someone play like that, like so calculated, like a game following the instructions. When I play pinball, I don't think I've ever followed instructions on a pinball table. I just play.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say what I said to AtGames. I said don't release until they're ready. Period. Because with the rare tables, every eye is going to be on those tables. They better deliver an amazing Killer Instinct in Battletoads Pinball.
So is it still not out?
It's not out, and I'll tell you what, Sea of Thieves is probably one of the best Magic Pixel tables they've ever made.
I would agree with you on that one.
As far as strategy from an advanced player and what's actually possible in the Sea of Thieves pinball, it's one of the best games, and they have a high bar now to try to, I hope the other games are as good as Sea of Thieves, because it was really shocking how good it was. We got one of the legends of AtGames. We got Carlo here. We respect the real players. That's right. If you're a real player, you only win prizes on this show if you play. This is like Fight Club. You got to fight. You got to get in there. First rule of Fight Club. What's the first rule of Fight Club, Brooklyn?
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Don't talk about Fight Club. But yeah,
and I've got a quick correction. It wasn't a billion. I read the message wrong. He's at 447 million right now.
447 million. That is great. That is a heck of a score.
Yeah,
that's a heck of a score. Now Gregory is coming correct. He's saying it's illegal to hold most balls in tournaments. Well,
I didn't know
certainly, that. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
And Gregory plays in a ton of tournaments.
Yeah, Gregory would know. He's a real pinball player. And he, of course, does the Calling All Ballers. And that's another thing. There's a lot of extra groups you can play pinball in. Right now, you can play in my Retro Legends tournaments. You can play in the Calling All Ballers tournament. And these are grassroots tournaments. We're just doing this for the love of pinball and the love of playing games. We use iScored, which is what actual real arcades use to track your scores. Medieval Menace is going to be killer native on the 4KP. I agree. That's definitely, going to be amazing.
I can't wait for that one.
And I promise we're getting through that game. I'm going to pick it up. BiggggyD's nodding off. He's nodding off. BiggggyD, are you with me? Are you with me, BiggggyD?
I'm with you.
Are you with me? Are you with me?
I don't own any of these
AtGames.
Let's make you full I can't really speak on it.
Yeah, not yet. But you're probably
if
going to
they'll send me one for review. Like if you can help get me in contact with the person,
they don't even send me one for review. So how do you think they're going to send you one? They don't send me one.
They're sending them all to me, Biggy.
I'm just sending the offer out there. If AtGames is listening.
Hey, well, you know what? You got to ask. AtGames, BiggggyD.
Hey, everybody, let's all pull together and get one for Biggy.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, we need to do a GoFundMe for you, Biggy.
Yeah.
Don't get him started, Brad.
Yeah,
do not get him started on that.
And other BiggggyD, you're not doing it. Come on, get hyped. Come on,
let's go.
Let's go. Give me it.
100%. Let's go. Get hyped. How many people are in the building right now? You guys let me know. How many people are in the building?
BiggggyD, we have 18 people in the building right now. In the building.
100%, guys. 100%.
Yes. Super chats to get Biggy a free pinball. That's right.
It is back. It is back.
Home arcade is back.
It is kind of back, Biggie.
That is.
It is coming back. And the last bit of AtGames, of course, someone said about this, yes, we're still waiting for the music for Jurassic Park. So anytime you're ready to drop that music on us, we'd love to have it. So we're waiting for that Jurassic Park music. The other news I want to talk about is that besides the pinball, which we love the pinball, they also have a sale right now on the ALU HDCE, which is at Sam's Club. And it's basically a $500 multicade. And here's one in the Sam's Club. This one's in Waco, Texas. And it's a great multicade. You have one, don't you? Don't you? I think three of us have one. Biggie, do you still have an ALU?
Yeah, I've got mine. I was playing it last weekend, actually. I hooked my PC up to it, was playing light gun games on it with the send-in light gun, playing House of the Dead, Typing of the Dead.
Awesome.
Was playing, what else? There's a couple other shooting games I have on Steam. I also have the Retro Lizard hard drive I can plug into it, play them that way.
Okay,
but yeah,
so
it's fun. I still
it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife arcade. There's a lot you can do with it. Besides, you know, you can play games that are on it, but you can also put your own games on it.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to do is hook like my Wii U or my PS3 up to it and be able to get the OTG controls to work for those game systems. I haven't been able to get that to work yet.
Yeah, I don't know if that works, but I would love for that to work, especially the PS3, because I have a PS3. But Brooklyn, what do you think of the ALU? I know you have an ALU.
Yeah, I have one. You just can't see it on my camera, but I've had it for a while. Love it, especially since I added the bit LCD.
Yeah, the bit LCD is a game changer because it basically when you flip through your games, your marquee changes.
Yeah. And I never put the side with all the game logos on the front. I immediately flip mine to the black side. Yeah, I immediately
flip mine. Like when I got the new one, it never even touched my arcade with the games on it.
But honestly, Brad, that's all I would do on this new generation one that they put out because I really kind of am digging the side art on it. On mine, mine's covered. I got the Space Invaders with the plexiglass that they sold over it.
Yeah.
So I completely forgot how bad the original artwork was. But this new one, I would leave that. I think it's cool. They've kind of taken a little bit of some of the designs that from the pinball and some of the designs that you could buy.
Welcome to the show, Chaotic PPR.
For your other legends. And they mixed them all together. I like the way they did it.
Yeah, I think they did a great job. And you know, the ALU has really been a mainstay of my arcades. If you just want to have something to play games, I gotta set people straight too. You don't need to buy the advanced features to play arcade games. You literally just put them on a USB stick and plug it in, and then you are playing. You're off to the races. It is literally that simple. If anything, it's easier than ever because there's no software. It's just you plug in a USB stick with the game on it, and it pretty much it either works or it doesn't. And the compatibility is just going to get better and better. As a matter of fact, tonight I'm going to play ChalataLove. Get this. I'm going to play Frogger on my 4K pinball machine just to show that it can be done. And literally all you have to do is you use a USB stick. There's nothing to it. And
I'm going to be playing on a Legends Mini.
On a Legends Mini.
It's right here on the floor, ready to go. I'm just going to pick it up. That's how I'm doing it.
I have it on my Legends Ultimate with the coin ops build through USB.
Okay. Let's see other AtGames news. I just had this picture. This was my first ALU. And this is where it all started with me in AtGames. This is my first AtGames product I bought.
I like that Star Wars game too.
Yeah. And this was their very first ALU I ever had. And I still have it. It's been they've multiplied. I have 3 ALUs now. So
yeah, the ones we have, Biggie, still have the Star Wars games on them.
Yeah, mine has that. I like that game. There's all 3 of them.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump to the next segment. The next segment is going to be the Creature from the Black Lagoon scores. We're going to go over those super quick. Let me get my media assets up here. Let's see. Creature from the Black Lagoon was our pinball table of the week. Gotta love the creature. And let's go over the scores. In number 1 spot, ChalataLove. What was your score?
Looks like 8.7.
How long did it take you to get that score?
8.7 billion.
Probably took me right about an hour, maybe a little over an hour.
Wow.
Team McCloskey killing it too, man.
Team McCloskey killing it. 4 billion points. We got Wyo, Dave LB. Yeah, I thought I was gonna, like, with my billion, I thought I was gonna be pretty safe on these leaderboards. But man, people came to play. I'm on the second page. Papa Brad with a 1 billion point score, over 1 billion. We have Ace and Ballydurn. Those were all of our players this week for Creature from the Black Lagoon. And we will do a drawing later. This week's pinball will be Monster Bash. There's a QR code. We'll also be doing Wipeout. And we'll be playing the arcade game Frogger. Okay. So we're going to pick up the pace. Let's talk about some home arcade news. I'm ready to start my next segment. You all guys ready?
I'm ready.
Here comes our next segment.
There's been a lot of stuff announced.
Let's go for it. Alice Goes to Wonderland is a pinball machine currently being kickstarted by Wonderland Amusements. Wonderland Amusements is founded by some of the people that originally created the designs for arcade 1-up cabinets. Today on Retro Legends, we're going to ask the panel what are their opinions of the Alice Goes to Wonderland pinball machine. Started with a low Kickstarter price of $800, has tiny 22mm balls. But don't let the tiny balls fool you. This is a dirt cheap mechanical pinball machine. We get the panel's opinions on this machine. Okay, so the Alice Goes to Wonderland pinball machine. Yeah. I want to get Biggie's take first. Biggie, what do you think about this machine?
I like it. I thought this was at $7.99 a killer deal. Looks great. Have a real mechanical pinball in your home. It's pretty amazing. And with all the lights and the back glass, and there's supposed to be code built in to where you have like a objective and you have more playability to it, replayability. I think this is a great offering for home arcade. I would like to get one. I haven't pre-ordered yet, but I'd like to get one. Yeah, definitely cool to be able to get a real pinball table at less than $1,000. Incredible.
Okay, awesome. And the $7.99 models are gone. Those are gone. But you only got to pay $8.49 for the Mad Hatter's Choice if you're interested. The Mad Hatter's Choice. Or you can get two, and you can still get the price if you have a buddy that wants one. Let me get a few more opinions.
I have an opinion, Brad.
I want to hear your opinion.
I did not pre-order this pinball table, and I'm going to tell you why I'm glad I didn't. But first of all, man, congratulations to Wonderland Amusements. They literally backed this thing within 2 minutes. And I actually think this is like next level stuff in terms of bringing pinball to home arcades. So why would I have positive things to say about it? But I didn't back it. The reason I didn't back it is because the way I'm looking at it is I think they're doing such an amazing job with this. And once this gets actually out to the home arcade community, Wonderland Amusement seems like a company that takes people's feedback. They've listened to the community already. So these are going to get out there. People are going to use them. And they're going to probably be getting a lot of feedback. So the reason why I'm not backing this one is because I'm hoping that they're going to make major improvements based off the community and put out an IP that I'm more interested in, hopefully like a horror theme. We don't know. So I'm super excited that they got funded because now I know they are going to have more. And I definitely hope to have one of these here in my home arcade in the future, just with a theme that I like. Because I know if I got this, all of a sudden they're going to have another theme, and I'm not going to have space to add another one.
Okay, and here's the next one. The next one is Star Wars, and you just got Alice in Wonderland. You know, you never know what they're going to do next if this is successful, right? And let's hear from ChalataLove. ChalataLove is an avid pinball player. I'm curious what his opinion of this is.
You know, I'm curious about it. I'm optimistically curious about it. I've talked to my wife about it, and you know, it's kind of one of those things that you really don't know the table until you play the table.
Yeah.
And you know, at an $800 price range or an $850 price range now,
a lot.
You know, I just don't know. I just don't see how you can get the quality that you're going to get out of a table, of the feel of the table. You know, you know, pinball's about feeling the table. You know, feeling, especially real pinball. You know, when you're playing a real table, you know, if it sounds like a bunch of rocks bouncing around in a box, you're not going to want to play it. It looks great. It's got great, you know, eye appeal to it. But if it doesn't play worth the crap, I'm not going to want to play it. So I think I'm going to hold off. I didn't go this round on it either. I'm going to hold off on it and see what people that got it. You know, the people that got it, I think it's great. Good luck to them. I hope it's everything that they want, and you know, their family gets what they want out of it. I'm probably going to pass on this one. I'm not a big Alice in Wonderland fan anyway, so.
Yeah, not a big Alice in Wonderland fan. Let me just check the chat real quick. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I don't know. You got to do it on iScored. The scores are on iScored. But Goofy, you're already in the contest, so you're good.
As pinball players, especially Brad and ChalataLove, when you look at this table, like overview, do you think it looks like a table that would hold your interest? Like it has a lot of different things to do?
You know, Brooklyn, I'm gonna have to be honest. Like for me, I have to play it. Like for me, like my opinion was I need to play this. Like to have an opinion, I have to play it because the mechanical pinball machine is such a physical thing. It does look good, and you know, there's a lot of faith people are putting in the way it looks. But for me, it's about how it plays. And I know it doesn't have some of the features like a real pinball machine has switches. This is not going to have switches. Basically has targets that you hit. So I'm not sure how interactive they're going to be able to make the actual game modes. But I am very interested and I'm very curious. And I would love to get a chance to play this at one of the pinball events I go to. So hopefully they bring this thing around. And, you know, the people that are into pinball are going to be more likely to get it after they played it, I think. But that's kind of where I'm at. I want to play it to have an accurate opinion.
That small ball thing is kind of crazy too. I don't know if I'm gonna dig that at all. I mean,
you got to realize everything else is scaled to match the ball. So but this thing it's actually larger than I thought. It's about the size of a Legends HD, which looking at that in your home arcade is pretty big. Obviously, out in a real world in an arcade around actual pinball, it's going to look tiny. Big, but in your home, in your setup,
similar size to the AtGames. We got a huge super chat from Jason Little Alien. Could you read this for me, Brooklyn Menace?
Shout out to Jason Little Alien with that $20 super chat. All my best of success for 2025 on your new show, Brad. Brad, keep grinding.
I'm going to keep
second
grinding.
that sentiment, Brad. Congratulations on your new
Thank
show.
you. Thank you. Thank you. And I got
Thanks for
something
inviting
special.
me
I got
on tonight.
something special for Jason. This one's just for you, Jason. There you go. This is for you. You're in the you're the drawing, Goofy Foot. So you're good. You're good. Let's see. We have Chaotic BPR says, I was glad to be one of the first ones to buy it. If it helps them achieve their goal, they can make something that everyone will want. Mm-hmm.
Brad, did we hear your opinion? Did you back this, or are you interested?
I am interested in it. For me, I mean, honestly, like for me, here's where I'm at. I have to play it. You know, I'm going to be the B Kong. You know, I have to put my hands on it. I have to physically play it to either be for it or against it. Because, it's like ChalataLove said, pinball is so much about feel. Until you actually play the actual machine, you know, it can be beautiful, but you know, it's all about how it plays. So for me, that's where I'm kind of at. Like I want to go to an event and get to play the machine. You know, because it's hard just for me to throw out $1,000 on faith. I did that once. And when I did that, this is what I got. Boom. This is what I bought on faith. I was delivered this. And for me, this was a massive disappointment. As a matter of fact, I could not wait to get this out of my home. I had it for about 3 months, and literally I felt like it was so poorly done as a fan of pinball. I thought it was a disgrace, and I could not wait for it to leave my home arcade. That is my personal, and you know, no offense to Arcade 1UP, but this thing was trash. It was, you know, once you played something like AtGames, it just was not even on the same level. I mean, what do you think, ChalataLove?
I agree, 100%.
Arcade 1UP,
100%.
to me,
It's an experience. It's not
all my favorite Williams games. You couldn't even nudge. How can you play pinball where you can't nudge? It's like a part of the game, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
well, if you nudged it, the PCB would blow. So,
yeah, I don't know.
My problem with that is, I thought they were cool when they came out, but they were only 720p, so you get a lot of jagged edges on stuff like that. I think what AtGames came along with the HD, and from there they just took it. Like, I never had interest in the.
There was a space race for pinball. There was like a space race for pinball. Who could get out the first mass-produced, affordable virtual pinball machine? And
you guys like that copper?
But Brad, this is like every time I see this, I cannot believe it was not that long ago when Biggggy was there too. All of our friends were over at the Pinball Expo in Chicago, and all they showed was just a shell of this thing, a concept. And I cannot believe that we are already here at this point, and we are seeing this entire product.
I do respect that.
That's the expensive version.
They're hustling. Yeah, that thing is fancy.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty. It's real pretty.
How many people backed that one? The $1,900 version.
Let me see. Let me go on the
That's
page.
all brass. I wonder if you get brass balls in there too.
Tell.
The legs. It looks good.
Which one is that one called? I'm scrolling down. Only 25 people backed that one. Only 20. The limited edition Queen of Hearts collection. 25 people backed.
I love that brass key. That thing is so cool. Well, you can add that onto your. Yeah, I would definitely get the plunger. I would want to have all the 3D parts. Topper's not terrible, but I'm sure you're going to get aftermarket people jumping in on these and making their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really cool idea. You can't complain at that price either. It's so
it's that's the thing is that's why I'm so excited for someone to actually touch this thing, because how the hell did they get all this in there and all this together at that price point?
Yeah, that's the scary question for me. How did they do that?
Yeah,
because you can't skimp. You can't skimp on some of these parts, some of these things. You just can't.
Has a lot of artwork too.
Reaction from the ball on that table, you can't skimp. So how?
I believe when I heard them mention that it's also going to have a adjustable flipper tension.
Nice.
That's cool.
It's not going to have glass. It's going to have plexiglass for the.
All right. Well, that's part of the cost cutting. But there's going to be a third party that will make glass for this thing.
You can always get a custom piece. It's a glass cut and slide it in there. Mm-hmm. That's no big deal.
They're going to have spare parts. Everyone that's back in the Kickstarter is getting a 1-year warranty.
I heard that.
Hopefully it's easy. It's not going to be like working on an actual pinball machine like a Stern or whatever. I think that they'll have these parts, available. Mm-hmm. We'll see, man. I'm just curious. I can't wait for everyone to start getting these.
Carry this at like Sam's or something like that. Is that where they're gonna sell this out of commercially? I guess.
I believe that is what they're shooting for. I think with how well they did with this Kickstarter, that on the next one it won't be a Kickstarter for the next one.
This is probably the only Kickstarter I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're getting in on a really good deal right now.
I mean, people have spoken. They want these tiny mechanical pinball machines in their homes. Yeah, everyone can't afford a $5,000, $10,000 and up to get Stern. You can get 10 of these for that. Come on,
right?
That's pretty cool.
You can open up a pinball hall.
Yeah,
and it has Wi-Fi, so it's going to get
just make the pinball, make the actual place, just scale it down a little bit. Everything.
Mm-hmm. The other thing no one's talking about is, besides that it doesn't have any switches, which real pinball machines, that's what makes the lights. All the lights are connected to the switches. You have rollover lanes. A lot of
lights on the playfield.
But they're not going to be interactive if you don't have switches on the machine telling where the ball is, the location of the ball. Real pinball machines have a lot of switches that kind of tell where the ball is as it rolls around the table. And
maybe they have a plan for that.
Yeah, I think they're more or less going to have targets like that you hit. But I think it's awesome. I'm optimistic, and I can't wait to see how it comes out.
Look. Even if it's not for you, Brad, you have to admit one thing. This is a great addition to people's home arcades. This is something that we probably never thought we were going to get. I know that there's been smaller pinball machines out there, but this one by far looks the best. Yeah, I cannot believe what they did.
If I walked into my buddy's house and he had one of these,
I'd want to play it. I want to play it.
Definitely want to play it.
I definitely want to play it. That's where I'm at.
But I don't know if I would have.
I mean, you even have art on the inside walls in there.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah,
those blades are cool.
Yeah. And they are shrewd. They know how to make something, they did Arcade 1-Up, so they know how to make something cheap look expensive, right? That's what Arcade 1-Up did. They made these,
The one thing I don't like is the coin door. It has all the buttons and the D-pad on the coin door.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
That's the only thing
I agree with that.
I agree with you. That's corny looking.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else looks amazing, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think for the price, you got to be realistic too, For the price, is it?
Yeah, your expectations can't be too high at $800. I mean, that's a bargain. Yeah. If it plays well and you have fun with it, you can't complain.
You can't complain if you're having fun with it. I agree. Yeah. And let's see how the poll did. Let's see. I'm gonna put this up real quick. Copy that.
And you can mod it. I bet there'll be mods come out.
There's going to be so many mods for that. The modders are going to go crazy. Okay. So
anything that they're putting out that is on like the little flat characters, like little flat plastic characters, someone's gonna 3D model all of them.
Mm-hmm. Make like a premium looking one. Also, I was thinking as well as like if this does well, they're gonna do Star Wars. They'd said possibly.
Yeah, I keep hearing Star Wars over and over again. I'm like Star Wars. Star Wars is a good IP. That's a top tier for IPs. I mean, that's like, But I want to read my poll. Let's see. Are you interested in buying the Allison Goes to Wonderland Pinball Machine? We had 37% said yes, which is pretty high. That's good. We had no way was 25%. I'll wait for the non-shill reviews was 25%, and I would rather get a 4KP was 11%. So there's the results of my poll.
What happened to?
I don't think anyone in
AtGames
this
and
community is going to just shill these things.
They've got certain YouTubers like straight in their pocket. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but if
100%,
it doesn't matter if they're in
you
their
don't
pocket.
Think this is being shilled. You're living in another world.
Brad, do you think someone's going to say that if they don't think that the table plays, if the table's not fun, they're going to say it's fun?
Being shilled.
Yeah. There's definitely shills in the community. Shilling.
Yeah, I'm looking at one right there. There he is.
I'm shilling. I mean, I only shill I have the AtGames tramp stamp. I got to just do AtGames. But if I didn't have the AtGames tramp stamp, I wouldn't have made that commitment to get that permanent tattoo on me.
There goes Kev. Great, Kev. You honestly, you are one of the people that I would really love to have one of these because I'd love to hear your opinion on it.
People out there trying to get free review units.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what they should do. I'll tell you what. If they send me one, I'll give them an honest review. I won't buy it. I will review it, and you can send it to the next Joe. I mean, that's what AtGames did with their 4KP. They sent them out to a bunch of YouTubers to try.
Unless Kev's pulling my leg here. He says he's backer number 2.
Really?
He's backer number 2, Kev Gret.
That's great.
Cool. Be seeing Kev in a few months.
Yeah, but this definitely is being hardcore shilled.
Everyone's dreamed of
you could not get like they literally like plugged in all the Arcade 1-Up YouTubers. They literally plugged them into the formula of the way that they did their Arcade 1-Up arcade cabinets. So if you don't think this is shilled, I mean it's 100% being shilled right now. I mean, the FOMO is real. Like, it almost got to me. I woke up this morning. I said, I got to get it. I got to get the Wonderland Pinball.
Dude, I know everyone that is, really watching this product, and everybody seems genuinely excited.
Yes.
Even behind the scenes for this thing. And everybody is curious, too. Like, how is it going to play? But, it's just impressive what they've done so far. So a lot of people, I noticed, a lot of YouTubers in the home arcade community are backing this, so you're gonna hear lots of opinions.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
It comes out at the end of this year.
Yeah, and then you could just take everyone's opinion all in one, like what people think are the positives and negatives.
The middle opinion.
Make a decision based on that.
Yeah. But for me, like the Arcade 1-Up pinball left such a sour taste in my mouth. Like them saying that they did Arcade 1-Up is almost like a negative for me.
Yeah, but this isn't
because I had such a bad experience.
Yeah, it'll actually be like a step into real pinball too. If like you're wanting to get into it and you're not quite wanting to spend all that money, get this first. Get used to fixing it and doing maintenance on it, and then think about getting a real one after that.
Yeah, and I want to put up one more comment. This is from I read this comment. Let me pull it up real quick. Where is it? Right here. This is a comment that I thought was interesting. This is from Mikey Yoon. Here's a few things. The last Kickstarter was a shuffleboard. Jerry has 0 pinball experience. That we haven't seen any code or gameplay yet. You get what you pay for. $800 mechanical pinball. How quality can this actually be? And
it is a
Mikey
Kickstarter.
Is a brutal commenter. I mean, he leaves me, he's been kind to me, but he will tell you what he thinks. Mm-hmm. I think some of those
supposed to get a good deal on a Kickstarter, though. Because you're helping them.
It's all under the plexiglass, so it could be, not the best materials, but when you look at it through that plexi, it looks great.
It does look
I look. I saw a video of it, a new video of it playing.
It
You know,
looks
they don't
good
have the
in video.
plexiglass. It looks good.
Maybe some
yeah.
beer
It
goggles.
looks improved over the last time I saw them playing it live.
Yeah, I mean it's playable.
No.
Like they're actually hitting shots and they're having a good time with it. It's just a little smaller than a real pinball.
Yeah.
I look forward to looking at it and seeing it and playing it. That's gonna settle everything. Is being able to play that table and go, yay or nay.
100%.
Yeah, the sound has to be good on it too. Like the
Another
music.
thing
and the
is,
effects.
I'm worried about. Here's one other thing I'm worried about, which I don't hear a lot of people talk about either. You know, real pinball machines, even the AtGames 4K pinball machine, is super freaking heavy. It is heavy enough that it feels like a real pinball. How is that tiny ball going to be on a machine that's light enough to ship for $50? Like, you know, a pinball machine inherently is a very heavy machine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is. And that's so when you're playing it, you're not accidentally pushing the ball around. You know, how heavy could it be if they can ship it for $50? You know, or even worse yet, how much?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be
out
very
on the other
heavy.
parts to be able to ship it for that amount. You know,
Rexer's losing his mind. He's telling me to sell my entire EVERCADE collection to get one of these. You crazy, Rexer? Never happening.
I have not heard them say how much it weighs, and that is a concern to me because real pinballs are pretty heavy. You know,
I imagine it'll weigh like 70, 80 pounds.
Gosh, how much does the 4K pinball weigh?
About 100, I think.
Yeah, that's
110.
pretty. Dude, I remember getting my HD. That thing was ridiculous.
It was.
you know?
It's ridiculous, and the
Yeah.
4K is even heavier. So
I mean, with the back and everything on it, I mean, it's heavy.
Even putting the legs
It
on
is
by
heavy.
myself, I balanced it on the box.
I did too.
And then I put the
Is that
legs
going to be
on.
at Wonder?
And I had to carry that thing up to the second floor.
Is anyone going? WonderCon?
I heard. I think B Kong's going. That's all I know so
yeah,
far.
March
he's too in the
28th.
pocket though. He's too in the pocket. They're using him in their marketing. I mean, that's not really an objective person. I mean, get
Yeah,
me
but they
someone
used
that
a lot of people in the marketing that have been
James
speaking
hates
about this
everything? Please.
since before. Look, I know James personally. James is super excited about this thing. He does not know much more than everybody else. He's been watching it come together since the start, since it was an empty box, and you know he's been following it. I've seen his coverage. Nobody knows. Like, look, James can get in his hands and say, "Man, this thing is terrible," or he could say it's well exceeded my
Oh,
expectations.
James is going?
I know James 100% backed this thing because he's been really excited about this. He's been watching this since day one.
They should go to Texas Pinball Festival next weekend.
That's what. Yeah, they should go to Texas. I might even go to Texas Pinball Festival if they brought it there. I might go. I might go.
You
I
get
used
the
to live
exclusive.
like 10 minutes from that place, man. I was so
Oh yeah.
I was like so disappointed that I wasn't back there. Like, oh man, I'm missing it. Gosh, that would have been so cool.
Imagine if James and Kev Greg get it and James hates it and Kev's like, "This is the best thing ever." It's
That would be funny. You would have like a
complete
flipping of the
opposite
script,
reaction.
a flip of the script, right?
Look, there's enough people in this community whose opinions I respect are getting this, so we're going to be able to hear a lot. And if you're someone that's just concerned and wants to know if it's worth it for you to get it, I think there's gonna be plenty of variety. You know, listening to people in the community. So
Yeah.
can't wait till they start showing up in people's homes. But I think one of these things is pretty. Look, I'm in Philly a lot. I keep hearing rumblings that this thing is being shipped possibly out of Philly, or there's one in Philly. Help me out, man. I'll play it. I was in Philly today.
Play it. I'm gonna play it.
Stop
for sure.
by.
You know.
So B Kong will be the first one to play it in the community.
Yeah. I mean, come on, please.
Well, it depends. I mean, a lot of people, I guess, will get to play it, but
Be the first.
I think
I'll
the
tell you
home
what,
arcade
send one to the
community
Rexer
is the
show.
community
Send one to the
that's the
Rexer
most
show.
excited. I'd love to see him get one too.
I would love
You
to
know?
see the Rexer show review the Wonderland Pinball. That would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, we
Chaotic
gotta
PGR
get
will
Rexer
be
a
getting.
review
There's some
copy or
people that I
review.
trust will be. Chaotic's getting one.
Yeah,
Chaotic will probably tell it the way it is. He's a good guy. We got Nick's Reviews is getting one. He's a Canadian. Is anyone else on the panel from Canada? Is anyone else from Canada on here?
I'm
Chalata
not
Love,
from-
are you?
I'm not
You're
from
not-
Canada.
You're
No,
not from.
I'm
You're not
from Texas.
Canadian.
I'm
Okay,
from
you're from Texas. Okay.
I'm from Texas.
By the
bro.
way, what does
I'm, right
the
there.
name?
I'm your neighbor, bro.
How did you get the name Chalata Love?
Led
Oh.
Zeppelin.
It's such an original name.
That's all I'm thinking about.
I thought of that. What's that song from Led Zeppelin? A lot of
Whole
love.
Lot of Love.
Whole lot of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
How did you get Chalata Love? I gotta hear this.
ChalataLove came from my wife, actually. We would frequent this Tex-Mex restaurant in Denton, Texas, and one of the items they had was called the chalata, and it's amazing. Oh, so good.
It's really good.
And I haven't been able to get one since moving to where I'm living at now. I haven't been able to get one, and my wife calls the urge to want to have one ChalataLove, and that's what she calls me. ChalataLove. That's what she calls it. So that's kind of stuck, and that's what I've used for my gamer name for quite a while now. So
that is so cool. That's what ChalataLove. So there we go. We got there. Make sure you subscribe to ChalataLove. We're going to give them a huge subscriber drive off of the show. Sacro coming with some opinions. He says Pinball Fests are not the right venue for this product. It won't show well there. It's not a commercial competitor or an alternative. It feels completely different. And I'm going to disagree, because when you go to a pinball festival, there are all kinds of people. There are just people that just happen to live there, and they're like, oh, look, what's this? Oh, pinball. That sounds fun. I'll go to that. So they might
if you want to get people to order your
month.
Kickstarter, that's
if you want to get just the average Joe to get to buy your stuff. No, I mean, some of the hardcore pinball channels, are they going to fall in love with this thing? Probably not.
$850 is nothing to most of those guys that are
They
spending
spend more. They spend more than that on a topper or a plunger sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
but
like,
I don't think what you would call like
it's not the market.
legitimate pinball channels on YouTube, I don't think any of them have any interest in this at all.
I think everybody's
It's
going to
not
get
for
one
them.
before it's
there
all
we
said and
go.
done.
Now, Kev
Everyone will
Drek
have
got one. He would. Matter of fact, his channel's not even monetized.
It's going to be like Arcade went up. Everybody's going to be collecting them all.
Yeah. They're going to be collectible. There will be people that'll be collecting them, making rows of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the next one? And then they'll get the next one.
Man, I wish I got what Gregory got. I don't even know if he told me privately. I don't know if it's a secret or not, but maybe he could say it.
I kind of agree with this.
What
to
he
me,
just
it seems
did.
like there are definitely YouTubers that are 100% in the pocket of this company, like I have never seen before. Except for when Arcade One Up was in its heyday, there are people that are 100% in the pocket of this company. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's just,
A lot of shills in the community.
There's a lot of shells. Plenty of shells. So, anyway, so that's our coverage of the Wonderland Pinball. We got something else. Are we ready to move on to the next topic? I think we've talked this one to death. Okay, here's the next.
Let's do it.
Next topic is BiggggyD. We're gonna switch gears. Let me get Rex's comment.
Are we gonna talk basic fun?
We're gonna go there eventually, but I gotta talk about something real quick first. One of my favorite games of all time is finally coming to Steam, and this is a video that got 85,000 views on my channel. And of course, I'm talking about Time Gal. Time Gal and Ninja Hayate are getting an official release on Steam, the remastered versions of two of my favorite Laserdisc classic games. These are old school Laserdisc arcade games, but they're going to be in high resolution. And these games are coming on April 9th. They will have a 2-pack you can buy, or you can buy just Ninja Hayate or Time Gal. If you like classic Laserdisc arcade games, I mean, for me, this is a day one purchase. Like when people say, oh, I'm going to buy this day one, for me, this is a day one purchase. But just a lot of love for Time Gal. Have you all ever seen these games or played them?
I haven't. I've watched a video where you just strung all the deaths of Time Gal together in one.
Oh, yeah. And then I have a video where I play through it. And I have a playthrough of Ninja Hayate. But I got a whole Laserdisc arcade section on my channel. I have a whole playlist. But, these games, you either love them or you hate them. It's like you're watching a movie, but you got to move at the right time. Do you remember like Dragon's Lair, ChalataLove?
Yeah, I remember Dragon's Lair was like that. Man, that was tough to play in the arcade, man.
Yeah.
If you didn't hit it at the right time, That was it. There goes your quarter. Bye.
The thing that's cool about these, like these are like the anime, like the Japanese anime, but they're actually like a Dragon's Lair, but with an anime type style. They're really cool games.
ChalataLove, and in the arcade, like when you play the arcade version of Dragon's Lair, they switched the scenes. Do you know they did that intentionally? That way you couldn't just remember a pattern and keep going in an order. They would flip it up, like you would never know what scene would come next. Where when I enjoy playing it from beginning to end. I like playing it that way, but when you just play the arcade version, it'll just, if you die, you don't know what scene it's going to throw you into next.
Oh. No, I didn't know that. I had no idea. I could only get through like maybe a couple of scenes, and then I lost my quarter. And you know, it wasn't very encouraging to get you to come back and spend your money in that one. So I liked it. I really was excited to play it and sucked at it. So I just kind of.
We all sucked at it. I know some people that could beat it blindfolded just by sound.
Wow.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So the people
From
in
the arcade community,
they could play it.
Ridiculous.
They could play it completely blindfolded. They just knew it from sound. And but Time Gal is definitely a video game, classic Laserdisc game. Now this was available on the Japanese Switch, but it's the first time it's going to be mass available to everybody. Gregory's talking about Road Avenger, which is another classic Laserdisc game, kind of like Mad Max as a cartoon.
Yeah, I had that on my Sega CD when it came out, and I didn't even know it existed in the arcade. That was like my first experience with it, and I got really good at that one. I got really good at the chopper one. Yeah, where you started out in New York. I loved all of those.
Yeah, Cobra Command. Cobra Command was the chopper game. And that was a fun one too. But these Laserdisc games, I don't know why, they've always held like a special place in my heart. Probably because when I was a kid, they were too expensive for me to play. I put my whatever 50 cents or $1 in there, and it'd be like, boom, you're dead. And I'd be like, whoa, we're gonna go play some Dig Dug. That Miss Pac-Man over there is looking really good. You know, it was just, they were so hard that I couldn't enjoy them. But you know, as grown up having arcades, you know, we could play all these games and have the quarters we need to really enjoy them, you know?
Oh, yeah.
See, the Rexer Show says, I just want to say the show could be called The True Super Game Room Players. You guys are great and true gamers. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I mean,
say that after you watch me play Frogger. Rexer.
Yeah, we might want to wait till after you watch us play Frogger. But this guy here is the real deal. This is a bona fide pinball wizard. And we're just glad to have you. ChalataLove, please subscribe to his channel. Let's get him up there to 20 subscribers. He can do it today. You're jumping in, ChalataLove, you're jumping into the deep end of the pool here. So we're glad to have you here.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys having me here. It's been a blast.
And so that is my coverage of Time Gal, one of my favorite games of all time. And that is actually those videos have just been gangbusters on my channel too. The Laserdisc people that are into it are really into it, you know, with the Laserdisc games. Okay, so we're ready to do the next thing. Let's.
How many people are in the building?
Brooke, there are 27 people in the building. There are 27 people in the building.
I almost can't see. I have the screen over there, but these lights are so bright, you barely see the number.
Okay,
100%.
we're on to our next. We're on to our next segment. Let's get into some real trouble. Here we go. Of course, we're going to talk about iconic arcade, the XXL machine, brand new competitor in the home arcade space. This is a Raspberry Pi 5 equipped arcade. Project led by John D., famous of Arcade 1-Up hype. Let's find out what the panel's opinions are of the iconic arcade, and we are off. We are off. Opinions of the iconic arcade. BiggggyD, what's going on, man? Tell us about what's going on, BiggggyD.
I think I've heard this is a rumor. I don't know if it's actually true or not, but there is a cease and desist letter that's been sent out to either John D or Iconic Arcade on the Street Fighter cabinet. So it may not come. It may not happen at all, or may be heavily delayed. No one knows. No one has heard anything. John D's silent. So
that's what worries me. What worries me is like, if this was obviously not true, this Iconic Arcade debacle, why wouldn't they just come out and immediately say this is not true? That's that's the super fishy part of this whole thing.
A lot of quiet people, a lot of quiet.
There's a lot of people that are normally, they'll talk about anything. They'll drop a 10-minute video on, a marquee that's coming out, or, anything. But all of a sudden, the biggest news, and one of the biggest news in the home arcade, and everyone is all of a sudden totally quiet.
Yeah, no one's concerned at all.
That's fishy, man. That is fishy. That is so fishy. Yeah, there is trouble brewing. There is trouble brewing, man.
I guess everyone, we just wait around long enough. There will be no mystery. You'll find out. I'm just curious, as if there is a cease and desist, why wouldn't they have contacted everybody that spent money on it already to at least fill them in, give them an email update? You can still technically order it, though.
Iconic Arcade didn't collect the money either. It was this LMI or
That's
something.
what I'm saying. You can still, you can't order it from the Iconic Arcade side. If you click on the cabinet, nothing happens.
Washed
But
their hands of
you
it.
could,
They're not a part of it anymore.
You could still order it through another site. So why are they still doing pre-orders if there was a potential cease and desist? Or do you think they look at it like, well, we're gonna get through this. If there's an issue, whatever, we'll fix whatever that is. And I don't know. I'm confused.
Just surprised
it
to
is
see no one talking about it. It's like it never happened.
It's not like, look, everyone in the community going at each other about it that's not going to do anything. Like, just sit back and wait. Someone eventually is going to have to say something.
We had a debate set up between the Rexer show and Mike B to debate about it, and they wouldn't do it.
But how could you debate about something that nobody definitively knows the answer to?
No, they knew the answer. They knew the answer they knew the answer for like 2 weeks before, and they just didn't say anything.
No, they did not.
They said it was a rumor.
No, they just knew that there was
a week before, at least a
potential rumor. I don't know what the time frame is before Rexer brought it out.
But how quick are they to bust every other possible leak that you've ever heard? Without any proof at all. Remember when they were showing all those cabinets that never even were anything? It was just a made-up thing, just some prototypes. Remember that?
Yeah, definitely fishy. What's going on?
It's super fishy.
BiggggyD, the D is for drama.
BiggggyD is bringing the drama.
BiggggyD's taken such a freaking heel turn from when he first started on YouTube.
Just when you think
Biggie's the nicest guy ever.
I know. Just when you think it couldn't get any worse.
He's worse.
Okay, man. If things aren't
Kev's
bad
right.
enough.
Biggie joined the NWO.
Yeah.
We just want to get the facts out. A lot of people are spending.
No, I understand.
Money.
Look, a debate would have been interesting, but I just kind of figured.
A lot of people have put their money down.
Are we debating whether or not we think it really is happening or not? I gotta be honest.
Getting to the
I
bottom
wasn't
of it.
sure, but it does seem a little weird. Like, why wouldn't they just come out? I'm sure they are well aware of.
John D not saying
this issue, and people
they
bring it up,
talked about
and nobody
John
said
D buying
anything.
iArcade.
They just come out and say no. That's complete nonsense.
How is that not speculation? But meanwhile, they get the biggest scoop that they have, the cease and desist, and it's not even mentioned.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, like I said,
are involved too are really quiet.
Nothing's been 100% confirmed yet. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm leaning more towards that it might be factual, but maybe that they're just trying to keep it quiet until they work their way through it and then just never say anything about it.
Yeah. Or maybe legally they can't say anything about it.
At some point it'll come out as being a fact or that it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's true.
But if it did, they should contact people that spent a bunch of money.
They're selective in what they can report on. Yeah. They can only report on like certain things that it's approved, like because they have like what are those called? Non-compete, like agreements with them.
Oh, NDAs,
NDAs, yeah.
non-disclosure agreements.
But either way, this is the new arcade 1-up, and it's better than any arcade 1-up that's been put out, even though nobody's actually field tested this thing yet to see how it's going to work. I'm just saying form factor wise, I look at this as arcade 1-up 2.0. Arcade 1-up is obviously not doing anything anymore that the home arcade community cares about. So I'm happy that there are now other options
this is the new
that are
arcade
coming into
1-up.
the game. That's it. It's arcade 1-up 2.0.
The big rumor is that John D could be working with Basic Fun now.
This is the new arcade 1-up. The new arcade 1-up. What you think of this, BiggggyD?
I thought this was interesting. Oh, the MK.
What do you think of that?
16 by 9 screen, $299. I mean, for someone that doesn't own Mortal Kombat or they've never owned one, I guess it's nice that they can get something like this for $300. But for us that have owned them a long time, we're looking for something better.
Yeah, we're looking for something better. We're kind of moved on. Like we've kind of evolved to expect something
going
a little
backwards
bit better,
in a lot of ways.
You know.
But for someone that's never bought one, which there's a lot of people out there like that, then that's a good one, I guess.
Yeah. Not to change the subject. What's y'all's favorite arcade 1-up? What's your favorite arcade 1-up? ChalataLove, do you have any arcade 1-ups, or is that something?
No, that's not something that I'm familiar with. I'm not really familiar with arcade 1-up.
Okay, you never heard them? They're like they make these little particle board arcades.
That's gonna get clipped.
I haven't heard good things about arcade.
Yeah, I haven't heard good things about
Keep
them.
it at that.
Okay. BiggggyD's got a whole wall.
ChalataLove, don't worry, you're gonna get lots of
literally
subs because you
he's
just
got
got
literally
clipped.
a wall full of arcade 1-ups. BiggggyD, what is your favorite arcade 1-up and why?
My favorite one is Final Fight. It's my original one. I only got it for $75. I really like that game. I like the artwork on it. So I'd have to say Final Fight.
Final Fight is his favorite arcade 1-up. My favorite arcade 1-up is definitely Star Wars, the arcade game, is my favorite one. And then probably the Defender Partycade is my number 2. Brooklyn, do you still have any arcade 1-ups?
Yeah, I do. I have my original Gen 1 12-in-1. I love it. It's still running, by some miracle. I got the Defender Partycade, which I think is fantastic. But would I say that would these two be my top pick for the one that I want? No, I think out of anything, I'd probably would love to have a Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
That's the one Basic Fun's going to do.
It's just crazy. That game has a lot of sentimental value to me.
How are they going to change it up? Because the Star Wars was one of the best ones. They just should make it like a deluxe size.
They said that their yoke is better than
how can it be?
1-ups.
The arcade 1-up yoke is pretty good. I have to say, even as a harsh critic. I mean, so we're going to say that the Basic Fun is going to be the new arcade 1-up deluxe. Is that what?
Yeah. Could I say one thing about Basic Fun?
Yeah, say one thing about Basic Fun.
Could they please not put that logo on the cabinet?
Sorry.
It's just going to ruin it.
We're talking about.
It's too much. It's too loud. Big Fun. That kind of makes it like it kind of looks like something that should be on like a kid's toy. Please don't put the freaking logo on the cabinet.
It is.
They're going to make baby kids.
If they do, I'm making a mod. It's an eraser.
That's why he's here. I knew right away.
Charging $50 for it.
The Atari Star Wars is the best arcade 1-up. There you go, from Video Game Vegas. Now, he's not a shill. I would trust a Video Game Vegas review of this pinball.
Are you guys going to buy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? They're going to have it.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm Biggie. I don't know what I'm like. There's too many things coming up. Pinballs, freaking mechanical pinballs, all these different things.
Yeah.
So Basic Fun, they filed for bankruptcy last year.
Yeah. Biggie, I'm not getting anything. I'm letting all you guys. I'm living through everybody in the community.
I know. Just living vicariously through.
Enjoy.
You're playing VR.
Everyone else.
I'm excited. I have enough. I have everything.
VR has everything you need.
At one time, I had 9 arcade 1-ups.
So does my EVERCADE and my iArcade and my Legends
I saw this video
that
Shotgun Sean posted in Discord of a VR arcade, and it had like the Star Wars battle pod.
Yes.
And that looked awesome.
So that's that's a VR program
Can you
that
bring
was
that up, Papa Brad?
started up as
Which one?
where you would actually be playing consoles, but apparently they're getting into
Which one do you
arcades.
want me to
Maybe
pull
off
up?
of they're trying to beat out arcade time capsule.
It looks really cool. It's like more modern arcades, and a lot of them fit VR very well, like that Battle Pod. Looks great. Are those free to play?
Yeah, it's all free.
Okay,
all
you just
those
have to
programs.
find the ROM.
Yeah, that's it. The programs are free. You just supply the ROMs.
Oh, okay. And then where do you get ROMs? You just Google it?
Yeah, I mean everything. You can find anything.
You can find
Biggie,
everything.
come on.
ROMs, come on. Emulation.
But don't say where they're at. Just
Yeah,
you
we
can
can't
Google
say.
it.
You know, it's like Fight Club. You know, first rule Fight Club. There is no Fight Club. It's the first rule. So
Biggie,
it's
call me
interesting.
after
They're all
the show
using-
for
they're all
$100.
using
I'll
the-
tell you where they're at.
They're all using the same factory. They're all using the same factory.
Have you
It
guys
does
played
seem-
pinball in
To
VR?
me, that was a mistake. When they
Yes.
came on and they were like,
cool.
we're using the same factory as Arcade One Up. I was like, wow, that's pretty bold. You know,
Biggie, I've been playing pinball
Yeah, I
in
sent you
VR
that
since the
video,
days of the Oculus
Papa
Rift.
Brad.
which video?
I sent you the video of the arcade and VR to your Facebook, so you can show people.
Okay, I'm looking. Go ahead and talk. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, okay. But have you guys played Star Wars pinball in VR?
Yes.
Star Wars
That's a lot of
Battle Pod
fun.
and Mock
On
Storm?
VR?
Yeah, they're about to release a new Zen VR game, which is going to be pinball
I'm excited
in like a
for that.
bar. Is it going to be where we can all play together? though?
No, not at all.
Oh, that sucks.
But it'll have leaderboards. But the original one had leaderboards. But they abandoned the original. It came with a couple of tables. They put a few more out. You were able to get The Walking Dead, and then they put out the Universal Pack with Jaws, E.T., and Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And then that was it. Then they did the separate Star Wars came out years later. They just never added anything. I have a lot more hopes for this new one because right out of the gate, it seems like you're going to have access to a ton of add-on tables. And
that's VR?
Did you guys hear New Wave Toys
Time
is doing
Traveler.
this time traveler?
time travel in
Biggie D,
VR,
Biggie
that's
D,
awesome, right?
Biggie D, you know we were going to go there. How did you know? How did you know? Biggie D, this mug right here.
Time travel.
You're talking about that one, right?
I hope they do it, man. I mean, that's just a real unique piece of arcade history.
Yeah.
And if you're building a little, miniature retro arcade, how's it going to hurt to have that be a part of it?
It's not going to hurt. And
I'd also
it
be
is-
so super
is
curious
cool.
to see
It's
how
cool.
it plays and looks, in that miniature form.
I want to go back right here, and I want to just show this. The thing I think is so funny about look how big this machine is, and look how little the game is.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, when you
gigantic machine, and the actual characters are like so little. It's like
I played it
that
at
was
Galloping
what I remember.
Ghost.
That was my impression.
See,
of it
I
when
remember
Yeah,
seeing
but
it
back in
Galloping
the day,
Ghost.
that
I
was
It's
wish
like
I
you're
would've
looking
played
through
it.
a little. I was like, what the? I didn't even know what the hell it was. And I had no idea what I was doing.
Tiny, image, you know,
It was a bold move by New Wave Toys.
yeah, it was a baller move for sure. I mean, this definitely, this is a statement. I mean, this
Yeah.
is a statement, and
Yeah,
I
they're
think
thinking outside the box.
that is thinking way outside the box there.
When I first saw it, I thought it was a washing machine.
I
It
know
looks
it's
like a
crazy.
washing
Look how
machine.
big it is.
Yeah.
Looks like a
But-
washing machine.
That was the game to play back in the day, man. That was if you could find one of those,
Yeah.
people really wanted to play that game.
Yeah.
Right. If you like these Laserdisc games, basically this is what it is. But imagine like a Mad Dog McCree. But the
Video
way
game
they
Legends.
do it, they have those pieces in there are physically in there, but they kind of like they do. I guess they do it with like mirrors. I don't know, but it looks like you're looking at a hologram, but you're actually not. And it plays like a Dragon's Lair type game.
Hey,
but it's just
show
with
that
actual
Star Wars.
actors.
Okay, I'm gonna go to it. Let me skip ahead. Let's see.
Just hide the time traveler.
This is the Star Wars right here, right? This is Battle
Yeah.
Pod. Yeah, I
this
could
is
play
it.
this. I could play this on my Arcade One Up Star Wars that I have.
Are we
modded.
looking at that in
But
VR?
play it in VR.
Well, that is very cool. Yes,
It is cool.
that is cool. Yeah,
Can you
that
get
is
the time
cool.
traveler off so you can see it?
I'm not showing it. I should be
Yeah,
showing.
No, you're showing it. You have Time Traveler over Star Wars.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm actually watching it, and I'm like, "Ooh, this is cool." No one can see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I am not a YouTube professional. I am.
Yeah, you've got Time Traveler on the
I'm
screen.
100% an amateur. Hold on a second. Let me get this off the screen.
Now you
There we go.
okay?
Now we can
There
see.
we go.
Sorry about that. I'm
Yeah, no
actually
problem.
I was watching it.
But you played this at the arcade.
Oh yeah, I have it on my Star Wars.
Yeah, Brad has this. I saw it in the arcade.
I can actually
It's
play
really
this
cool.
right now. I can go in the other room and play this.
Yeah, the screen goes all around your face,
very
like
cool.
all around you. So
That
for
would
the
be
VR,
great
this is
for
a great
VR.
game
That'd
to
be
play.
perfect.
Perfect for VR.
This would be perfect for VR.
And if you could get the controls somehow, like the actual controls, do you think that's possible? Make it work with the Quest and like a PC?
That would be cool.
I'm not sure, but you probably just it'd probably be fine enough with just your VR controllers.
That looks cool.
Yeah. So this is something that Sean posted today. I think you have to have a PC to do it, though.
You do. This is all PC VR, which I've been doing a lot of lately, Biggie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't
'cause
have a good enough graphics card to do
I
that.
updated my graphics card
I want
so I can
to
start taking
learn how to do that
advantage
arcade time capsule. That looks
of
pretty
more
cool.
of the PC VR stuff.
Mhm.
I'm doing PC VR stuff where I am streaming it completely wirelessly through my Wi-Fi, and I'm downstairs playing in
Oh,
my
nice.
VR space, so I have enough room to move around.
That's
Because
awesome.
I will not play up here, because you know what's going to happen, Biggie.
Yeah.
My hand's going to go right through one of the screens on one of these arcades.
So what's one of the big VR games right now?
Right now, I could say Wanderer Fragments of Fate coming very soon is something that you definitely, everybody into VR definitely wants to have on
Okay.
their radar. I mean, so some of the bigger stuff, obviously Behemoth, which you guys saw me play through, Alien Rogue Incursion. All these are now out on all
Arcanage?
platforms. Arcanage, to me, even though it's a brand new IP, you know, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Right out, like from day one. Like it wasn't a situation where it's like, oh man, this game is awesome, but they need to fix this or fix that. Like from the second I played it on launch day, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And just
We got another YouTube in here. I don't know
really
if I've
great
seen him
journey
here
in VR.
before. Hey, it's Billy Woods Mods. Shout out to Billy Woods Mods. He's
So
a
what's the
YouTuber.
next big
Does
arcade
AtGames
game
stuff.
to come
Welcome
out,
to the
or
channel.
VR game to come out?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying right now the next big one is going to be Wanderer Fragments of Fate. Hitman Assassinations is coming to PlayStation VR 2.
Uh-huh.
I would say those two. There's been some huge announcements. RoboCop got announced now.
Oh,
We're getting a
RoboCop.
RoboCop game fully built from the ground up for VR.
Wow.
So
That'll be awesome.
could you imagine that? Like they put you in RoboCop and you're
suit?
gonna probably feel like that big.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, look at
Yes.
this one. This one's cool.
That would be
It's
a
like you're a
good
jet
game
fighter.
to have
Look at
the
Cool.
treadmill for. You know, where you're actually walking.
And last night I jumped into a brand new one called Path of Fury, Episode 1, Tetsuo's Castle. It is basically if you took the fighting in Batman
Mm-hmm.
and that's all it is, it never stops, never lets up. This is a game that is meant to test your stamina. So it's a fantastic workout. I plan on doing it tonight before I do my like chest and arm exercises to just get like heated up, because I did that for a half hour last night and
Yeah.
I was drenched in sweat from doing
Nice.
that. It is just constant fighting, but it's awesome, really stylized, almost like a PlayStation 1 type style game. And you're fighting like Japanese crime syndicates and everything just happens like right in front of you, and you have to punch. And you definitely have to put strength into your punches for them to register.
Yeah.
And it's a great workout, Biggie.
Are you gonna be playing mini golf? Because there's a new course that came out.
I haven't played the new course yet. I'm not going to be playing mini golf
Wait a minute, yeah.
tonight. I'm going to be exercising
Oh, okay.
after the show
Oh,
tonight.
Biggy
still
D,
haven't played
Biggy
the new
D,
course.
Biggy D, Biggy D, Biggy D. It is on. It is on. It is
What, the
on,
new
Biggy
course?
D. It is on. After the show.
Oh, okay.
After the show, let's do this.
Man, that course looks amazing.
It is amazing. It is one of the best walkabout courses. I will totally play with you after this if you want to play some
nice.
walkabout golf. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I hear it's getting rave reviews, Brad. It's like blowing people's mind.
Yeah, it's definitely
the way it looks.
one of the best walkabout courses that they've ever made for sure.
Yeah. Can't wait to play that course. Walkabout's definitely the best VR game I've played.
You got Detroit Love. Detroit Love. You can come on my show sometime. I like Detroit Love.
It's definitely one of
Always
the best
welcome
social
over here,
games.
Papa Brad's gaming.
Yeah. It's a good one to play with everybody else.
Yeah.
This is our what, third show?
This is number 3, Brad.
Number 3. We've made it 3 whole shows against the number 1 arcade show in the community.
Number 1 AtGames channel.
We are all about the AtGames.
Yeah, Brad's going at the same time as the
I'm going up
highest
against
viewed
the-
show in the
So are you
home
going to get
arcade community.
PK to send me a review unit?
But it's fine. You know what, Brad? The way I look at it,
He will,
it's a nice time slot,
Hear you.
and YouTube has replays, so everyone,
Yeah.
I watch all the shows, so
Yeah.
I'm on this tonight, so I don't have. Well, Brad always does like the freaking Criterion cut after the show's over. So tomorrow this will be all.
I gotta
edited.
exit. I gotta edit all the recs around.
Brad, could you
We got
edit
34
me
people in the
completely
house, guys.
out of the show? Is it
let's
possible
go.
to do that?
48 people in the house.
Will that be
too
shortchanging
much
work?
me. You're shortchanging me.
Yeah, and
100%.
I'll watch the Super
that-
Game Room
hit that
dudes
like or
on
dislike
replay
button.
since I'm on.
Does
We're
not
back,
matter.
baby.
Hit the dislike. or
Retro
the like.
Legends
Does
tonight.
not matter at all.
100%.
Thank you. Retro Tech X, like and sub, guys.
Let's
This
go.
guy is great too.
You know
Retro
what?
Tech
I
X
have
is
an
a great YouTuber.
idea.
That's a YouTuber I like.
This is to the entire home arcade
He
community.
says
From
the way
now
it is.
on, we're all gonna pick one time, and we're all gonna do our shows at the same exact time.
I agree. Let's all do the show.
That's it. Let's just get them all out of the way.
Mm.
I love it. I love watching everybody's stuff.
I watch everything. Yeah,
Right.
I watch everything. Still, even if they hate me, I watch them. I don't know why. It's just I watch everything because I like to. I feel like I don't want to miss out. Brooklyn Menace. I want to know what's going on. What's everyone's opinion? I like people that don't agree with me. It's fine if you don't agree with me. It's actually good. You should be willing to listen to other people. ChalataLove. Is it okay if I like, BLTs and you like hamburgers? Is that okay? Yes,
Like,
it's
yeah,
just
why
an
not?
opinion, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know?
Just don't say you don't like Evercade or VR, and other than that, you can have any opinion you want.
yeah, as long as you think the Evercade is great, it's fine. We'll let you stay. But anyway, yeah, we are the show. We are going to 100% break every rule, and our next rule we're going to break the rule. This is just bringing the hotness back to Friday nights. Friday nights has gotten too tame. Here we have on this show, we have retro babes. Okay, and I got to put up I have some information. I got to do a disclaimer first. Got to do a disclaimer first here.
Adult audiences only.
Yes. If you have small children, you might want to have them shut their eyes just for a minute. We're going to go in the way back time machine. Retro Legends, Retro Babe. Okay, in the chat, you have to identify who this is, and then rate this person from 1 to 10. From 1 to 10, we're bringing.
We're doing rankings. Damn,
We're
Brad.
doing rankings. We're breaking all the rules. Y'all ready to break some rules?
Let's do it.
Okay. Here we go. Let's do it. Let me get the stupid scrolling thing off. I feel like Fox News. Please shut that off. Okay.
Sorry.
I swear I gotta have a script because I gotta stay on task. I get all over the place. Here's our retro babe. Let's check it out.
This is really no fun unless you join us.
All right.
I
How
like
about that
this segment.
Baywatch pinball?
Yeah, that was cool.
You know,
Brad,
Pamela
didn't you tell
Anderson
us before you
actually-
started that video that we had to guess who it was?
Who is that?
I have no idea. I've never seen that person
You've
before
never
in my
seen
life.
that? I see that
Come on,
red
Brad.
bathing suit in my dreams, I think.
Retro
Remember the guy on
babes.
the
This
beach
is
in the
awesome.
red bathing suit. Yeah, 90s Pamela was amazing, you know.
Get hyped, chat. Get hyped.
Get hyped. We got 39 people in the building, BiggggyD.
39 people in the building.
Okay,
We got
so no-
super chat videos ready to play.
we got super chat videos. I'm waiting for the super chats to come on in. Make it.
Biggie
make
sounds
it-
like he's reading
make-
off a teleprompter.
make it
Come on,
real.
Biggie. You
Make
got to
it real.
really be into it. Say it with some feeling.
Yeah. hmm
So, what's the best movie for Pamela Anderson?
None.
None.
Not watching any of them.
I'd say Borat, hands down.
Borat. Yeah, Borat was funny. That was a funny movie. That
It was funny.
Barbed
was a
Wire,
funny
I think,
movie.
was probably her best. Or
That was a
best
funny
looking.
movie. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Let's see.
I like the movie
She's a
that she
10 out
did
of
with
10.
Tommy Lee. That was
Yeah,
me.
That
yeah.
was a
like
good
that
one.
one.
That was a great movie. The Tommy
Yeah.
Lee video.
Oh,
We have a second vote for the Tommy Lee
Tommy Lee
video as
video.
being
I agree.
the best piece of content.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, she's a 10.
I'll be showing that one
90.
uncut on my channel
That's right. That's right.
for
And
my.
make sure you subscribe to Brooklyn Menace and BiggggyD's Arcade and ChalataLove. Okay,
100%.
100%. That's right. So let's introduce. Let's do the drawing next. I feel like let's just do the drawing right now. Let's do the drawing right now.
What's the drawing for?
The drawing is going to be for a $25 AtGames gift card, which you can use. You can use this to buy Zen tables. This isn't a certificate that you get that you can't use to buy the tables you want to buy. It's just like cash. You could buy any of the tables.
Was
And
this
then-
given to you, or did you buy this with your own money?
I bought this with my own money. This is a gift.
Okay.
And BiggggyD, on my show, the only people that are eligible to win are the people that play. I don't give
Damn it.
prizes to the people that don't play. So Brooklyn,
I'm
I'm
out.
sorry, you're not eligible. Biggie, I don't think you're eligible either.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, we don't play games, Biggie.
You can't get me in like Ashley?
No, sorry, guys. Okay. Want to do this real quick. These are the people that played and they dropped the score in Dig Dug. I'm not Dig Dug, in Mr. Do or in Pinball. Here we go. First up, Goofy Foot.
Goofy foot.
Yo. Ballydurn. House of Hounds.
House of Hounds.
One and only Arcade Talk, Mr. T. McCloskey.
McCloskey.
ChalataLove.
With the Love Shack, baby.
Chaotic BPR.
Hey, y'all tick.
Hey, Dave LB.
Dave Elby.
Look at all these players we have. These are gamers.
All right. Nix.
The one only Ace.
Ace.
This dude's a gamer, man. He brought the heat. Kev Gret. We're going to go over the scores real quick. Kev Gret. Sacro. You got to play to win. High scores on tap. Video Game Vegas. And of course, who always plays? Papa Brad. I'm going to put myself in the contest, but here we go. Let's mix it up. Someone's going to win.
Drum roll.
And the winner is Kev Gret.
Congrats, man.
Congrats, Kev Gret. And let's get everyone back.
Totally rigged.
That was totally rigged. Totally rigged.
Awesome, Kev Gret. I was rooting for him.
You ran away. Kev Gret, we're going to go over the scores real quick. Kev Gret brought the heat, man.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the scores real quick. I got the scores to pull up. People were going crazy playing. We were playing Mr. Do, and I had never scored over 100,000 in Mr. Do, and people were just going crazy playing this game. Look at these scores. Check this out. Mr. Do scores. Video Game Vegas. There he is. He played House of Hounds, ChalataLove, Chaotic BPR, AI. Sacro, High scores on tap.
Kev is monetized.
No. 109,000. I broke 100,000 in Mr. Do because of the contest. I've never scored that high. I've never gotten over 100,000. Then we have Ace, Team McCloskey, and we're not even to the top yet at Mr. Do. Look at this.
This is T's game.
This is T's game. I mean, first of all,
he's up there though, man.
And then we go to the top. Look at the Ace.
Wow.
Top 3 players were T. McCloskey, Kev Gret. A lot of people. I mean, he's a real
How do
game.
you play Mr. Do? I've never been able to really figure out a strategy for it.
The secret is you don't go for the cherries. It's all about survival, and you kill the enemies. You just keep killing the enemies. It's all about. And Nick's reviews and number 1
cherries.
He did a tutorial video that gave me the keys to get over 100,000. I've never gotten even close to 100,000. The keys is you basically got to kill the enemies. It's all about killing enemies and using the ball a lot and taking the enemies out before they can gang up on you. But I mean, it was exciting because all week I watched these scores creep up, and you know, when we had the first score above 100,000, it was impressive. You know,
which game came out first, Dig Dug or Mr. Do?
I think it was
Dig Dug came out first.
Oh, okay,
Dig Dug came out first.
It's a lot like Dig Dug.
Yeah, it is a lot like Dig Dug. Congratulations, Kev Gret.
So Kev Gret's strategy that he was talking about on the show last week is completely wrong. He was saying
you
to
don't
go
want to
for
get the cherries. Yeah, the cherries actually, if you want to get a high score, you kind of don't go for the cherries.
Do you use an 8-way or a 4-way joystick?
I used my AtGames. So it was the 8-way. I didn't have a problem playing really. But I mean, it is a 4-way game, so 4-way gate would be better, you know. So
would you play it on the ALU or the iArcade?
I played it on the on my ALU CE behind me. That's what I played on.
Okay.
But you know, I got so many multi-cades. I got all different ways I can play.
Do you play your iArcade?
Yeah, I play my iArcade still. I have actually a gold and a original iArcade still. You got to do a little bit of both, but it really when you get to the higher levels in Mr. Do, it's all about getting the enemies killed off. There's so much strategy. I'd say watch the Nick's review video, and it'll get you on the right track to high score.
Nick's reviews is like a master. He's so good at these games.
He is a true gamer. I mean, this guy, he loves to win too. I mean, he shows up to win, doesn't he, Brooklyn Menace?
Yes.
He is a competitor, and I do have a lot of respect for Nick's reviews.
He eats and sleeps these games.
Let me get this off the screen. Hold on, I got too much stuff going on. Here we go. There we go. That's better. But yeah, he is a great gamer, and check out his review video. But we're moving on from one of the great games, which I love, of course, which is Mr. Do. We're moving on to one of the all-time classics. Of course, I'm talking about Frogger.
Frogger.
Who doesn't love Frogger? Frogger is one of the all-time greats. And that's what we're going to be competing on this week. We're going to be competing in Frogger. What do y'all think of Frogger?
I think Frogger is awesome. And it was, when I was younger, it was one of the games when I went to the arcade that I would put my quarter in that, like Hubert. But I think Frogger always came first, to tell you the truth, because I felt like I could play it a bit longer.
Yeah, Frogger is the ultimate. I'm going to hold a beer and play a game. You only need one hand to play Frogger, and it's a long play game. It's one of those games you can play for a long time. It's an easy game to pick up, a hard game to master. So it sucks you in because it's so easy at the start, right? And it gradually ramps up. What's
Brad,
that?
could you go back to when we played it on my show a few months ago and just play that video, and that could be my score tonight?
No, you got to play a fresh game. You got to play a fresh game.
You guys remember Arcade 1-Up made one?
Arcade 1-Up made one, but it did not.
It was
have the
nice. They couldn't use the original
couldn't use
music.
the correct music and stuff. It was kind of a.
And it had the crappy joystick in it.
It had the wrong joystick. Yeah. I'm not too bad of a Frogger player. We're gonna watch it. I did a quick little produced video for Frogger. We're gonna watch that real quick, then we're gonna come back and talk a few more subjects, and we're almost out of here. So let me get my Frogger video out. Make sure you play. The links to put in your scores are in the description of this video. So all the links are in the description of the video to put your scores on iScored and possibly win a gift card or some other prize. And
Maybe they'll make a Frogger Deluxe because they never did that one.
the Frogger Deluxe, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
They only made a bunch of
Freaking
varieties
BiggggyD.
of Frogger, didn't they?
They did. Well, they had the riser one. That was the only one. And
We're going to talk about the real
have a
arcade
lit
Frogger.
marquee. I don't think it even had a lit marquee.
They couldn't even use the correct artwork. Let's look at some real Frogger.
I admire, so they get away from it all.
Let's check out this commercial for Frogger for the Atari 2600.
The better you are, ribbit, ribbit, the harder Frogger is to play. Oops.
Ladies first.
Do they love me or my Frogger?
Frogger, Sega's arcade game, now a home video game from Parker Brothers, the ones to beat.
Awesome. Who remembers playing this game on the Atari 2600? I do, back in the day. Check that out. Oh, this is the cartridge. The Atari 2600 Frogger. I'm going to go way beyond that today. I do love Atari 2600 Frogger, but what I really love is real arcade Frogger. And here's some footage I just cut from, I believe this is from Cidercade. This is some footage of a real Frogger cab out in the wild, filmed by me. Here we go. Okay, awesome. Point of this game is to get the frog across the road. You have a timer. Little history of the game. The game was released in 1981. Became one of Konami's biggest hits in the arcade. Basically, you're a frog. You need to go from the bottom of the screen to the top and get the frog in its home. There are tons of different obstacles, including cars, bulldozer, dune buggies, buses, turtles that go in and out of the water. You've got logs. Interesting story about Frogger. This game was created by Akira Hashimoto, and he claims that he came up with this concept when he was driving in his car and he saw a frog trying to cross the road. Now this is the part I find hard to believe. He says he stopped, got out of his car, he waited for the traffic light to turn green. You know, he saw the frog trying to cross the road. He pulled off the side of the road. He picked up the frog and carried it across the road. But he was afraid the frog would get run over. I don't know if that story is true or not, but this is the claim from the creator of Frogger. He said that was the origin of the idea of making the game. The game was produced by Sega in cabinets. So Sega was the one that released it, but Konami was the one that actually made the game. You see that strong connection between Sega and Konami. That's pretty funny. This is one of my all-time favorite arcades. I don't know, it's just so simple and so the music, the gameplay, it's really easy to get the hang of. And this is one of those games where you can hold a beer and play, like Pac-Man. I mean, this is the perfect bar game because, you know, you can drink and you can play. Love the way the game starts off kind of easy and the difficulty ramps up. You know, you start off, everything moves kind of slow, lets you get into the groove. Then the next thing you know, the cars speed up. And you get some snakes coming on the screen. And then you get otters that'll push off the logs. Another great thing about this game, greed factor. Getting the female frog always makes you take risks. You can play this in CoinOps X, or you can play it and bring your own game with the AtGames Legends products. It's one of those games that you know, it doesn't require a lot to emulate, so you can pretty much get perfect emulation out of it. Game designed in 1981 by Akira Hashimoto. Originally in the game, they had some reservations about releasing it because they had released the game Frogs that didn't do that well. Go play some video games, and as always, stay legit. All right. Some Frogger. I think Brooklyn's ready to go. Let's watch. Y'all ready to watch the Frogger?
Brad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not playing on my iArcade with my 4-way stick. So I'm playing on, I got the Legends Mini on my lap, and I'm streaming it through the puck. So in order for me to see the game without delay, I am going to have to switch my TV input. So I'll be like a second, because if not, I'm going to be playing it with a delay. And I'm requesting that all of my points be doubled tonight because I'm playing with a camera blocking my screen and 2 bright lights in my eyes. All right? What do you guys think? I get double points?
I don't think that's how it works.
I knew it wasn't going to work. All right. So everyone get ready to point and laugh.
Good luck, Brooklyn Menace. Good luck, Brooklyn Menace.
So you got this. Do you want sound?
Is it just a 1/4 challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be our weekly game, so you can play it on iScored all week long.
Shut up, my family. I'm not making excuses. I'm doubling my own points.
Excuses.
All right, Brad, you want sound on the game?
Yeah, we could do sound. Sound would be cool.
All right, I'll give you sound. And then there will be a slight delay. That's me switching over my TV input so I can actually play and hear the game.
Okay. Okay, so I want to check out some Frogger. He's getting set up. How do you usually play Frogger in your arcade, BiggggyD?
I've been playing it on the ALU.
ALU is how you play usually? Okay, coin ops, cool.
Or play it on the iArcade with the Mystery Encoder mod. Just uploaded the ROM that way.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'd play it on the iArcade with Glenn's 4-way, 8-way gate switcher. Try and get a high score.
Here we go. Off to a good start. He's already got 1 frog in his home.
Looks like he's going to get it.
Yep.
He's about to get his 2nd frog.
Yeah.
That's always the hardest one.
That's a good start.
Got a good start. Yeah, the pad on the left is the hardest one to get to. He's taking a friend for a ride.
Oh, nice. Look at this.
He's getting some.
Does that give you?
He's getting lucky.
Oh, nice. He's making a good run.
He took her home, too. He took her home. He got lucky. Yeah, we have it all here. We have Pamela Lee Anderson and Frogger. What y'all got? That's what we got.
Legit.
That's right. Legit.
Oh. Just missed it.
Yeah, I had to fly on that one too.
One part's traveling fast. He's got it. Look at that.
One more.
Menace is playing really good. He's killing it.
Oh. This game came out in 1981.
1910. Okay, man. Okay. Papa's going to give her a go.
Let's go, Papa Brad.
Okay, let's do this, man.
This is a classic arcade right here.
Love this arcade. I love this game.
Let me get this stuff out of the way. Hold on.
I remember playing this game for the first time at a 7-Eleven in Grand Prairie, Texas. I think I was 8 or 9 years old. It was, I fell in love the first time I played this game. It's such a great game.
I just threw my Legends Mini out the window.
Why?
I'm joking. Biggie, I'm joking. Did you see that terrible display of gameplay there, Biggie?
No, that was great.
No, it was awful, dude.
Machine. I'm going to play some Frogger on a pinball machine. It's a 4K pinball machine.
See if Papa Brad can beat your score.
He's going to beat it.
Are you playing on your HD pinball?
Yep.
See, that's cheating because you got such a big
This
screen.
is the 4K pinball.
Hey, Brad, how is that joystick on that?
It works good. It works
It
good.
works great?
Yeah, it works real good.
See, the screen's so big for you. It's like you have a huge advantage.
No, I was playing on a 55-inch screen right in front of my face.
Oh, okay.
It's just
But
I got the
vertical though, wasn't
but
it?
my camera is blocking the screen, so I kept having to peek around it to make sure I didn't jump in the cars at the bottom.
Dude, Brooklyn Menace, imagine playing pinball with cameras all over the place.
Yes, Brad has a disadvantage too. Brad's got like 50 cameras on that
It's ridiculous.
4K. So
I don't have like one of the slick setups with like the cage, like the real pinball streamer setup. That's what you need.
Do you still play your Evercade, the Mega Man?
Yes.
are you asking me or Brad?
Not either of y'all.
Yes, playing it last night, dude.
Oh my goodness, you saw it speed up. You saw that. Just got real. It sped up on me. Come on now.
Didn't Evercade just announce some new cartridges coming out?
Yeah, I just got my Broken Sword and the Indie Heroes Collection 4.
Oh! Close.
Yeah, I did that. I did some terrible jumps, man.
You know, I never noticed how many different tunes this thing plays. Because, you know, every time you get to you learn the chord and you get the
Better move, Brad.
Final
Dev Grit said Broken
Brad got
Sword
himself.
is broken.
He's right. I enjoy the game. It's very slow paced, but it's running, I think, a little too slow, where you might get to some points that are timed and you actually won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
They'll fix it. They'll.
How do they fix it? Through an update?
They can patch the cartridges.
Oh, okay.
Jump into the alligator, Brad. You get extra
Alligator
points.
right there.
He's waiting for him.
Damn, Brad is living dangerously.
Evercade can make a VR headset.
Oh.
He does all that and then jumps in the water.
I know. Come on.
Have you beat Batman in VR, Brooklyn?
Yeah,
Okay.
like a week after it came out, I had already
That
beat
game's
it.
a workout.
And Biggie, way to stay on topic of the show. You got me talking about VR.
4630.
4630. I heard they've done amazing things to it since. So at some point, I definitely want to.
I was playing it
check it out
yesterday,
again.
and man, yeah, it's a workout. You're like
Yeah.
punching all over the place, and
Well,
they
yeah,
have
check
you
out
punching in like a sequence. And
the game I played last night, Path of Fury, that just came out. All it is that it is nonstop. It's a
you have
workout
to
game.
hit the targets with your fist.
Yes, it's meant to
Okay.
test your stamina though. Like not only you're fighting through like tons of Yakuza, Japanese gangsters, like through clubs and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Then you got a boss at the end, and you are wiped by the time you reach that boss. So it's not. And if if you don't have the actual physical stamina to make it, that boss will kill you. You know, you got to be ready to punch.
Have you played Gran Turismo?
Yeah,
Is it fun?
it's awesome. And
Do you have a steering wheel?
No, I played it with the VR controllers or the standard controller. I think I might have played it just with the regular controller. But when you're in there in VR, it's freaking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
the
anyway,
PlayStation headset's so much better, I feel like, than the Quest.
Biggie just turned us into a VR stream, Brad.
I see that we went VR quick, man. We went VR quick, but we were talking about EVERCADE. This is the broken sword EVERCADE card.
Oh, okay.
This is one of the new ones,
And it's broken.
Yeah, it does not run at the right speed.
It doesn't run it. I think it just runs. It's a little frustrating also waiting on the loading
sword
times for it, but I'm not concerned with it. They'll patch the
Indie
cartridge.
Collection 4, broken sword. Got to keep the collection complete.
How much is the full collection worth if you have all
Got
of
to
them?
keep the collection complete. Brooklyn, here's the best part. The best part is look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, do you see mine behind me? Well, it's hard to make out. It's
What
on
is
top
that?
of my
Is that
Space
Brooklyn
Invaders.
Menace?
That's Katie.
Katie.
Their
It's
mascot.
Katie. It's the mascot for
cool.
EVERCADE. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Sweet. So not only do you get a game that doesn't work, that runs too fast, you get a bunch of indie games, and you get this cool plushie. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Man, this show really has gone off the rails. I thought my show was bad. We're all over the freaking place.
Hey,
Who
man,
else is playing games?
I'm trying to keep us moving forward. We're almost done.
Playing,
Almost
Biggie,
done.
you playing
VR.
games?
Almost done. Who's playing
Quest.
Walkabout? Who's
All right.
in?
And look,
in?
here's the rule. If you don't play, I consider that you rage quit. Not
Yeah.
playing is rage quitting.
Playing is rage quitting. That is true. It's true. Walkabout Golf will be after this.
Walkabout
I
Golf
got.
is the
Wait a
best
minute. I got to
VR
shout
game
out.
ever
We didn't
made.
get to all the games. Wait a minute. We play games. We got to at least read out the.
I think ChalataLove only has pinball. That's it, right?
No,
Yeah,
ChalataLove's
that's all
on this next list. He's on this next list.
You got to get a Quest headset, like get a Quest 3 or a 3S.
Yeah, the Walkabout Golf really is amazing. It really is amazing. And yeah.
And
And,
the first day you put it on, you're going to be like, your mind's going to be blown. You're going to be like, what the heck is going on? And then you'll get used to it.
Yeah, playing arcade games on the pinball, while it does sound wrong, it actually is a lot of fun. And it is a gigantic screen for these vertical games like Frogger. It's actually it's a pretty cool experience. And really all you got to do is plug in a flash drive with the right magic sauce on it, and you're off to the races playing games, which is pretty easy to go, you know?
Yeah, I'm waiting to get that control joystick.
Control panel. You getting the control panel?
Yeah, as you can
The
see
X
behind me,
Arcade.
I don't have that yet. And
Yeah. Well, it didn't matter for a while. They didn't really have it figured out how to make it run right, but now they're getting it where they're getting it all dialed in, so you can play all these games again. So it's good. Not having it was not a big deal because now it's starting to get where they're getting the games all working. So you're getting in the right time, ChalataLove. And we got to talk about the last.
Just wait
game.
till later this year. Like, there's going to be so many good games come out for VR later this year.
Yes, the
still on
number
VR?
9 AtGames pinball champion is in dead last on this table that I chose. I am dead last with 65 million. Of course, I'm talking about Cue Ball Deluxe. We got T. McCloskey just a little bit better than Papa Brad on this one. We got Wyo showing us how it's done. We got Sacro a little bit better than Wyo.
You made the top 5.
We got, wait a minute, the list keeps going, Biggie. I'm at the bottom. We got Dave LB. And then we got the true wizards coming in with the big scores. Boom, Sacro, 349 million.
Boom,
Dave LB,
look at those
436 million. ChalataLove, woo!
448
million.
Wow.
And Nick's reviews with an
Holy
absolute
shit.
insane 1,074 million. 509,990. Not to be outdone. But
Nick's
ChalataLove,
reviews
thank
killed
you
it.
for playing. This guy is a true wizard. It's an honor to have him on the show.
thanks for having me.
Biggie took over my show for me. Thank you, Biggie. I appreciate that. You did a great job. We were going to talk some real quick EVERCADE news. EVERCADE, they did add dip switches. I have a video on my channel that nobody has watched.
EVERCADE.
watched it.
Fantastic. It shows you everything you would ever want to know about dip switches on the EVERCADE.
Are you streaming on EVERCADians right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
I should have actually streamed.
Yes, he is.
Evercadians. Am I?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have the highlighted game of the month was Midnight Resistance. We got the Atari Arcade 2 is sold out. So
when
if
is
you
the
didn't get
next
your orders in,
Evercadian show?
probably
know.
not too much longer. Soon, actually, we'll probably have enough news pretty soon. I've been enjoying my Evercade Alpha. I've been a lot of fun playing games on that. How about you, Brooklyn? Have you been enjoying the Alpha?
Yeah, it's pretty much
Like a little miniature arcade.
I got every cartridge that Evercade ever put out, all nicely displayed right next to the Alpha. So, pop in different cartridges and just have a great time. Right now, yeah, it was the last thing I was playing was Broken Sword. Game's cool. It's definitely, I think for Evercade, it's a nice addition. But the loading time is like painful. Like just for actually when you put the cartridge in and start the game, it almost goes so long that you're like, wait, is there something wrong? Like, and then all of a sudden I waited it out and the game actually starts. So I think they'll patch it. And it's other than that, it's a fun game, fun point and click adventure.
Can you play Frogger on Evercade?
No, you can't.
Okay, not yet.
No. Israel Gaming is having a problem with his Duke Nukem 2 collection card. Keeps kicking him out of the Evercade Alpha. I haven't tried that one on the Alpha.
I would say, no, I haven't played that one on Alpha. That one I played on my VS. But
aren't a lot of these games on Steam?
He's just being a jerk.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah. You're not an Evercade fan, I take it.
So
Evercade is
that like a
it's a retro gaming system.
like a I guess that's like an NES, like you'd stick
it's like a
you like it if you like collecting physical media.
Yeah, they sell cartridges still.
But so at the end of last year, they brought out a mini tabletop arcade where you could put 2 of their cartridges in it. And it's fantastic. I really, really enjoy it. And it's become my primary way to play Evercade. So it's fun. It's right over here. It's got its own furniture. Now it's got its little Burger Time that I won sitting
You
next
have
to
a
it.
Duke Nukem themed console, don't you?
Yeah, I have one right over there.
That's cool.
You want to see it?
Yeah, let's see it.
Brad always does show and tell on my show.
Yeah, do show and tell.
Just gonna stick stuff in front of the camera.
ChalataLove's never
seen
my
time here.
He's never seen the Evercade.
Yeah, but showing the Atomic Edition
like
is
a
not going to
box.
That's
You
not
can't
a
even get
regular
that
one.
one anyway. That's not
Yeah.
a regular one. Yeah, that's kind of one of those limited edition.
Can if you
deals.
want to pay a lot for
Do you
it.
think they're
Well,
going to
pay a
make a
lot.
full size Evercade like
Yes,
arcade?
I do. 100%.
I think they will
that
eventually.
they will.
Like a 2-player one.
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I'll be. I'm just going to mute my mic so it's not like banging around and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
These are the 4
Oh, you're
cards.
getting IRAM Arcade too?
These are possible predictions of cards that could be coming.
Here you go. We'll show it. We'll show the.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
Look at
There's
this.
what the Evercade looks like. Let's make them full screen. This Evercade right
That's
here.
pretty cool looking.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's pretty cool. I want one of those.
That's the very limited Atomic Edition. It came with both
sweet.
of the Duke Nukem cartridges.
Uh-huh.
I have more. I also have the purple limited edition handheld, the limited edition EXP, the all black. I have
You
the
should
Founders
stream that
Edition.
sometime.
I have the original VS, and I have the Alpha Deluxe. And I have every single one of the handhelds, all the limited edition, the double clear pack of the first 2, Capcom and Taito.
Can you hook that into a capture card and stream?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can. It's HDMI out.
It's HDMI out. You know what I did? I bought it. If you've followed me, you've seen that I found a CRT TV that someone just threw out,
Yeah.
like mint condition. So I tested it out. I bought a HDMI out to S video in.
Yeah.
And I hooked up my Evercades on a CRT to see how
Does
it would
look
look.
good?
It looks shitty like a CRT TV would. You know?
Yeah,
But I've actually been enjoying watching my old DVDs on the CRT.
Yeah, that's cool.
One more thing, I do need to mention the Arcade Talk tournament.
This is
right
a
now.
Great pinball table right here.
Star Trek: The Next Generation is the Arcade Talk pinball for this week.
This
can
is
play
one
it
of the
on
best
Steam.
Star Trek pinball tables.
Yeah, I like this one. It's a lot of fun.
I agree.
And here's the code for playing it on Pinball Effects. And now it's capital letters and lowercase letters, but you can just take a screenshot of this. This is the code to play in the Arcade Talk tournament. We're getting to the end, I promise.
If I was going to get an AtGames, that'd be the
He's
one.
going on a 3-hour tour
here.
here. You didn't know what he was getting in on. Chalata, you making it okay?
Oh, I'm good, brother. I'm here.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're okay, Chalata,
I'm good, brother.
We've been going on a long tour.
Yeah, this is when I wake up.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is the pre-show before we VR.
Yeah, it's 9 a.m. where Biggy lives, so he doesn't care.
So
8
Biggy, we're going to be
8
playing
p.m.
some Walkabout Golf. It is now 10:11. I will set up a room at 10:30.
Get
What's
ready.
the room
Walkabout
called?
mini golf at 2 a.m. for all us East Coasters.
Walkabout room code will be Retro Legends.
Retro
At
Legends.
10:30, we'll be playing the new Olympus course, the brand
Nice.
new course that just came out for Walkabout Golf.
Hopefully everybody shows up.
And I'll show the trailer one more time for the course we're playing. If I can
Are we
find
playing
it.
on easy or hard?
I'm playing on whatever the stock setting is. I guess, is that easy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to play the hard one. I wanna
It's
play the
not
regular
considered
course.
easy. It's considered the standard course, and
Oh.
then the
Oh,
other one
yeah,
is
you
the
mean
expert
unlockable
course,
course?
the
The expert course,
unlockable
yeah.
nighttime course.
Yeah, I have it unlocked. I did the standard one, but
It's always fun checking out the courses at night too, because they do a lot of different stuff.
they change everything up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then plus you got the fox hunt.
Just
So
wait till
10
the end of this year, like towards like Black Friday. Think about all the new VR games that are going to come out this year. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts.
It's a big year for VR. Big
Yeah,
year.
this is it. Just wait.
Okay, here it is.
Guys, that course looks amazing. Like the
10:30
waterfalls.
sharp tea time. 10:30 sharp tea time. Show up if you want to play.
Yeah. Show up if you want to
10:30
hear
sharp.
BiggyD curse every 5 seconds when he doesn't
100%.
when he doesn't shoot
Yes.
well.
Let's go, guys.
100%.
Let's go.
If you've
Let's
ever
go.
been interested in what it would sound like for
Get hyped.
BiggyD to use horrible language.
How many people in the building, Papa Brad?
31 people in the building, Biggie D. Still, we only
Nice.
scared
I'm
away
not even
9.
kidding.
We did
I
pretty
cannot
good.
even see it. When I look over there, I just get blinded.
We did pretty
Like,
good
it's
when we
freaking
scared away
lights.
9.
We got super chat videos too. They're lined up.
I got them lined up, man. I'm just waiting for the super chats to come in. Anyway, I'm going to bring us out of here. I want to say a huge thank you to all the players that played in the tournament. I want to say a huge thank you, ChalataLove.
Thank
You
you
are
for being here, man.
truly a pleasure having you on the show. Wish you all the luck with your brand new YouTube channel. Be checking out AtGames in the Battle of the Streamers, which is a pinball tournament that's going on right now. Some of the best AtGames pinball players. He kicked my butt. He kicked my butt for sure. And ChalataLove, thank you so much for coming on. Next person I want to say thank you to is BiggyD. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This has been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of
And
fun.
I like
man.
what you're doing with the show. Keep it up. Keep putting in the hard work. It's going to pay off. This is going to be a weekly show for people.
Yeah, it's just a hangout, and we're going to have fun. We're going to have different guests every time. You're not going to know who's going to show up, and I got some crazy stuff in the works. So, Brooklyn Menace, thank you so much. You are truly one of my best friends. Always respect, my brother. Respect. You know, shout out to the Friday Night Arcade Show. I've missed that show. That's kind of one of the reasons I decided to do this show was I did miss the Friday Night Arcade Show, something
Yeah.
Brooklyn founded. He did such a
started
wonderful
it all
job
with the
for
Friday
a
Night
long
Arcade
time.
Show.
Yes, he was the founder, and I have to say thank you. And I need to start setting up the Walkabout Golf. I'm gonna bring you out with something really crazy. I actually am a huge fan of this guy called AtariMatt, and AtariMatt plays music with 2 Atari 2600s. He comes
Retro
up with
legends.
original. He comes up with the original compositions using just Ataris, and we're gonna close out with a concert from AtariMatt.
Hit the
playing
like,
his
arcade
Ataris.
gamers. Hit the like.
That's right. Hit that like, and if I can find it.
Subscribe. Make sure to subscribe.
And the cool part is AtariMatt actually saw my video, and he left me a comment. I was going to pull that up real quick. Where'd I put it? AtariMatt himself said, "Holy cow, you got Flash Gordon on video. I've been trying to find any evidence of him singing me happy birthday. That was insane. Thank you so much for posting this video," from AtariMatt himself.
Wow.
So I actually have
That's
the
awesome.
person who did this. I had him give me a little comment. And that's why I
shout
do
out.
YouTube.
That's nice.
That's why I do YouTube. Check out AtariMatt. His music's on Bandcamp. This is unreal that he's able to do this with Ataris. Okay. And of course, one thing you know is Papa Brad loves pinball. And I'm going to close it out with this. Thank you so much for watching.
Can I close it out with one thing?
Yes.
It's official. Kevgrad is the number 2 biggest shill for Wonderland.
Okay. He is.
Number
He
2.
is. Okay. And here we go. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining.
Subscribe.
AtariMatt. Give it up for AtariMatt.
legit.